during lunchtime. I used to eat at my grandmother's food hotel, and after lunch, I would go back home. But this particular day, I was at my grandmother's, and I had already had my lunch, and I was about to go home. So our home and my grandmother's food kiosk was separated by 7 railway lines. So as I was going back home, I could see the train coming from a distance, but there was still time for me to pass on. So I started crossing. That time I was 2 years. So I started crossing lane 1, 2, and 3, and the train was now coming closer. So I started running towards lane 4 and 5. But I was stuck, stuck in between those lanes. And I couldn't move while the train was still coming closer and closer. So I fell on top of those railway lines. And the railway train came just like that, over my legs. And because I was young, I thought that I could use my hands to take my legs away. And that's when I lost 3 of my fingers and both legs. And the car that was taking me to hospital also took my father. Apparently, my father has just arrived from work, and he kind of saw all what happened, all the accident, all of it. And he suffered a stroke. Died just there, and there. And was buried the same day because he was a Muslim, and while I was still in the hospital. So I was in a hospital for more than a year. And my mother, apparently, he got sick because of the sorrows, maybe I think heartbreaks also. And she also passed away several years later. So I became disabled and orphan at the same time at the age of 8. And I remember my auntie took full custody of me. She gave me the opportunity, experience, like any other kid would want to have. And I was happy, a happy child. She enrolled me to Pottery School for the physically handicapped. And later, I went to Joytown Secondary School at Thika. And I remember it is during these holiday breaks when I went home, and people were dull, were quiet, and I asked, what is it? And they tell me that your auntie has just died. And I was, tena, amekufa. Auntie yangu, the one who became my support system, my mom, my confidence, died. She just died, and I thought maybe it's a curse. But it wasn't. It was just nature taking its place. And I remember being heartbroken, devastated. Nilikuwa nikishangaa, mimi nitakuwa nani? Mgeni wa nani? But then, her daughter, Miriam, became my guardian. And she gave me the experience, opportunity, like what her mother did. Supportive in all my endeavors, and especially that time I was in high school, so I started doing the stand chart marathons and doing those para games. Have you seen those disabled games? Yeah, so I started joining them, and she was there supporting me. And I remember I told her that I wanted to do stand chart, I want to join marathons, and she was like, go ahead, why not? And I tried marathons. My first marathon, I was number 5. Yeah. First marathon, I was number 5. And all years, the coming marathons, I happened to win all of them. 5 medals, 2 silver, 1 bronze. I, I was like a happy kid, satisfied. Good education, good sporting activities, everything. But there was also adolescent stage there. And I don't know if two-legged girls suffer adolescence like I did, but it hit me pretty really hard. And I remember being the stubborn one. Mnajua wale watu hawaketi kuwa stubborn lakini wako stubborn. Huyo alikuwa mimi. Very stubborn. And I wanted to be liked. Especially with the boys with two legs. I know, yeah. And I was also obsessed with heels. You know heels? When I could see women with nice legs wearing bad shoes, I would be like, Mungu wangu. Why do they... I would be like, why do they have nice legs and they cannot dress them well? It was so heartbreaking for me. I used also to like music. I will just dance to music. And msiniulize nilikuwa nacheza vipi, but I used to dance to music. So adolescence was something else to me. But it is on my adolescent stage where I came to appreciate who I am. Just the way I am. As home, they called me mwanamke nusu, half woman. They say you're half woman. So I accepted who I am during my adolescence at 18 years. And nilijikubali, this is me, then what else? Lazima nipambane na hali yangu kweli. So I went to Shanzu, Teachers Training College. I trained as a teacher. And at Shanzu, I remember graduating from Shanzu Teachers, and my cousin, Mercy, was like, I want to take you to Diani at a club. Najua hujawahi kwenda club wewe. Namwambia kweli kabisa. And she's like, nitakupeleka. Leo ni leo. After my graduation, that is. So we went to Diani, to this hot room, full of music and lots of people, and boom, I was there in a club for the first time. Nilikuwa niangalia, sikutaka kuangalia watu wanafanya nini. Nikaingia uwanjani wa kucheza. Nilikatika. I'm telling you, I danced my heart out. Na msiniulize nicheza vipi, but nilicheza. Nilikatika, I danced and danced. But it didn't last long because nilibebwa juu na magongo yangu nikatolewa nje. Apparently, in my dancing frenzy, I've just stepped on a lot of people there. And poked them with my crutches. Nikatolewa huko nje. Huko nje, my cousin was just, how was it? How was it? Namwambia, nataka kurudi tena huko ndani. And she was like, hey, no, we have to go home. Enough, tomorrow is also another day. I wish you could see me. Nilikuwa na smile all the way, from ear to ear, so happy. You know, the first experience, ilikuwa tu sawa kabisa. And I couldn't content it. Nilikuwa nikimu-explain the way I danced the whole time. She was there, but I'm explaining to her again. It is during that time that I realize people that surround us matters a lot. Yeah, those people who are with us. My family is always there. Masikio ananipa. And that's what we say, it is love. Love, it is love. And I'm working for this amazing organization called Stepwise as their brand ambassador. And it's because someone chooses to focus on my determination and potential rather than my education, skill level, and even physical attributes. You see, that's love there. Mapenzi nyingi nyingi. I'm also a part of Kenya national team, wheelchair tennis team, and we tour around the world playing tennis, on the wheelchair, all over the world playing tennis. And it's because the team at Tennis Kenya, they believe in me. They are patient, supportive in all my endeavors. So like, we want to do this, we give your blessings, we are here. Hiyo ndio mapenzi, ladies and gentlemen. Love, love, love everywhere. And I remember it is during those time when I was in my tennis competition when I got a call, Asiya, could you come try rowing? And I was like, why not? Naweza kujaribu, yeah. And then I went to rowing. Si mnajua rowing ni nini? I went to rowing. And I remember my first day capsizing with my boat, and I didn't know how to swim. So people were like, huyu hatarudi Kenya. Hiyo ni uoga tumemwingiza, hatarudi. But apparently niliregea, and then I went again and again. So during my introduction to tennis, that's where we got the opportunity to train in Milan, in Italy, for 2 weeks or so there. So we went to Milan, and it's there in Milan that they told us that they will be our qualifiers for Tokyo 2020 Paralympic Games. And I was like, yeah, hiyo ina sound poa. Hiyo ina poa sana. So when the time came for us to go to the qualifiers, apparently the government didn't have money to support us. And I was telling my family that hakuna pesa ya kuenda. They were like, si ati unaenda Europe, it's just here in Africa. We'll open a WhatsApp group and contribute. You go try out. Like I say, they are supportive in all of my activities. 3 days of contribution, we had more than enough. And I went in Tunisia. I became number 1. I qualified for the Tokyo Olympic Games 2020 and become the East Africa female para-rower. First East Africa female para-rower, and the first Kenya rower, female rower, to qualify in either Olympics or Paralympics. It is all because of the love of people that surrounds me. You know, I told them, they acted. It's about actions. Love is about actions. So I realized that one cannot receive such immense love if you don't have self-belief, self-love. You know, those two are a must for every human being. And to me, self-love is the point where at my adolescence at 18, where nikajikubali, this is me, nimeji-appreciate, nimejipenda bure tu. Haya, huyo ni wewe. And self-belief, it's where you realize that opportunity, they're very rare. So you don't take them lightly. Unapewa, and you utilize it very well. That's me, to me, self-belief. And I realize we all need that someone who stubbornly loves us and stand for us, even when it's not the easiest thing to do. Si mnajua kuna wengine tu hawapendeki naturally. I know. Muko tu. Hapo ndani. But it is what it is. Now, once ukijikubali, that's where people now will reciprocate the love. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.